Keep trekking. It's not just a channel, it's an adventure. So get your boots on and come with us. It's worth the journey, experiencing your local landscape, breathing the air this ancient land has to offer. So let's go.
Good morning, welcome to the channel, welcome back if there's been a floor. Today I am in a wee sleepy village in West Yorkshire near Keighley. I'm in Harworth. Come early. This is Brontè country. I'm going to start this wee tour of Harworth, that's how I pronounce it, at the Old White Lion pub. There's quite a few pubs around here in this square. There's the Black Bull, which is classed as a bit of a haunted pub, I believe. I'm going to start with King's Arms, the back of me. Now it's got a bit of a checkered past. It was originally the 17th century pub. It was back to 1763. In 1841, an Enoch Thomas, the innkeeper, confidant of Brontè, nonetheless, let alone that Joseph Fox was a confectioner by profession and had provided the fare for Emily Brontë's funeral feast. I am reading this, by the way, as you probably can tell. In 1876, the Loyal Order of the Ancient Shepherds, never heard of that one, was formed as the King's Arms, and one of its members was the longest serving landlord. His name was John Hartley, and he died in 1907, having been there for 47 years. It's also been the village mortuary where the undertaker was, and the back rooms was a slaughterhouse. So it's got quite a gruesome past, is that one. The whole village is made up of small trinket shops and beautiful cafes and bars, like I said. Same bit further down the village. The Black Bull here at Harworth. When the dates back to the 16th century, the original pub that stood in that location. Now it was frequented by Bramwell Brontè, who was the son of the Reverend Patrick Brontè, of the church at the back of me, St Michael's and All Angels. That pub is reputedly to be haunted. Now it's common knowledge that Bramwell Brontè was a bit of a druggie. That used to be the whole pharmacy where he used to get his prescribed drug from. She used to make him a mix of laudanum or laudanum, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one, and opium mix, which subsequently led up to his death in 1848, age 31. It's no age. Bit of a gruesome story for you. Now I can't find any dates, but I actually read this somewhere. In the 19th century there was a mass floods, the big rains came and it flooded the graveyard, and a lot of the bodies ended up sleeping down the banking underneath the church, destroying quite a bit of the church. They had to rebuild that section. I believe the tower's original, but that section had to be rebuilt, and a lot of bodies went under the Black Bull. I don't even know if the bodies are still buried underneath the Black Bull, but that's where a lot of them stopped and resided as the rains flushed them down there. Probably that's why it's classed as haunted. Bit of a gruesome, but I believe the tower's original. The tower, the windows and the stonework is different to that. But I think that's to replace the entire window and everything. Oh, by the way, happy Easter. Just in front of me is the old rectory where Charlotte Brontè and the sisters Emily, I think it was Anne, and obviously Reverend Patrick Brontè and Branwell Brontè all grew up. This is where the old gate used to be that used to lead them down to the church. I'll let you read that. They're carried to the final resting places in the church. Now, just inside the church they've got their own wee chapel, the Brontè family, and there's two pillars, and under one of the pillars is where the Brontè family was buried, and still are today, apart from one sister. I think it's Anne Brontè is actually buried in Scarborough. I do apologise if I sound a bit bunged up and croaky today. Still getting over a cold. The old schoolhouse here at Harworth, built by Patrick Brontè in 1852. There is a plaque at the back of this horrible corrugated scaffolding. Unfortunately they're doing something to the roof. But there's a plaque that commemorates Charlotte Brontè. Now she taught here, as well as the siblings, and Branwell I believe. But Charlotte Brontè had her wedding reception in 1854. It's a shame we can't see the full scope of the building though, but hey oh, it is what it is. I love this shop. It's called Wuthering Hearts. You can see there, there's a play on words. One of Emily Brontë's books, Wuthering Heights. Beautiful. It's a nice wee confectionery shop. Down this main street you've got loads of cafes and little wee stores and bars and things. It's absolutely beautiful here. Stunning place. So happy I came over. Got to say, the old village is set in such a wonderful location here in West Yorkshire. It's not far away from Bradford to be honest, but you're a million miles away from the cities. Absolutely beautiful. walking back up the street. It's quite a steep one. It gets steeper, that's the shallowest point to it, but as you get around that corner it really starts to get steep up towards the church on the top of the hill. Harworth Old Hall is now a restaurant and pub, 4-star inn. It was built in 1621. It's quite an old building. You can tell with the wee windows. 1621. Old registry here at Harworth. It's a restaurant and a guest house now, also a bar. Used to belong to W.H. Ogden, the Registrar of Births, Deaths and Vaccination Officer. Also dealt with insurance for fire, life insurance and burglary and theft. Also, it's where you used to register to go on a steamship to Canada, United States, Australia and New Zealand nonetheless. So it's quite an old building, got a lot of history in this wee place. But like I say, now a guest house and a restaurant here at Harworth. I've been speaking to somebody that lives here, local, and he says all these new houses that they built, property developers and holiday lets have bought them, and most of them now are lent out to holidays rather than private residents. I do love these memory gardens, but these padlocks obviously all symbolising people's memories and thoughts. Some of them are engraved with names like that one, Florence George Jays. There's a lovely one here with a nice trinket and a picture and a flower. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're all on this lovely frame which looks like an eagle's wing maybe, or it could possibly a dove for love. That's nice. Lovely memory garden here in the central park of Harworth. This is also nice. Beautiful memories of cherished ones. Next train's in 5 minutes, so I'm going to wait for it. It's going to Hoxton Hope. I think that's what it's called, the next one, Hoxton Hope. So I'm going to wait for the train coming in, the next steamer, and we do a bit of video on that before I move on. I don't have to go back, go and get a coffee. There she blows. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful building at the back of here. Harworth train station. Very poignant as also if those who follow the railway children. Some of it was filmed here and some was filmed on the next stop up the line at Oakworth. But what an absolute beautiful place to end this video. So thank you very much for watching. J-Art, keep trekking, trek on. Till next time. Stunning building. See you again.